Hello, it's Ottoman. Feel Your Core. Today we have a crazy glute and cardio workout. You've worked glutes before, but maybe not like this. You'll want an elevated object, something you can step onto. You also want something to hold onto, and then as in like not just a wall. You're gonna want something you can really hold onto, and then a weighted object. I have a 30 pounds. You can go fairly heavy for this. Let's get it started. We're going to start off legs. They'll go hip bone width distance apart. We'll take our hips back and then right back up. So let's go back, get a stretch, and then bring it right back up. We'll stay with this, warming up, getting our glutes, hamstrings warmed up, taking our hips back, bringing it back for two more. One last one. And then all the way back up. So here's the thing today, hands, they go palm over palm. Let's bring them behind the head, push our head into our hands, and then rotate right shoulder to the right, come back to the center. My hips stay facing forward, rotate left, back and forth, side to side. So here's the thing today. We have 4 exercises and that's it. 3 strength, 1 cardio. And rotate. And that is it. 4 exercises. We're not just doing them once, but it's not a crazy amount of exercises. Let's go rotate. And we're going to get the glutes and maybe, again, a way that you haven't gotten them before. 1 more each way. I'd say this workout is a little bit more advanced. However, I'm going to give you options if you're a beginner on how to do it and how to get started and lots of different variations. We'll start off. Let's bring our back up against our elevated object. We're going to come to single leg hip thrust. If this is you're newer to working out, you'll do a double leg. So exactly what we're doing, but you'll have both feet onto the ground. Upper back goes up against your elevated object. Hands can go behind the head or out to the side. Doesn't matter to me. Push your head into your hand, get supported, and then let's lift one leg up. Again, if you're just starting out, please keep both feet on the floor. Dip your hips to the floor. Your head is going to lift. Lift your hips to the ceiling. Your head will go back. We go down, right back up. Lower, and lift. If you are doing single leg, you have 15. So it's fairly high reps here. And what I want us to think about are abs staying engaged. Our pelvis does even a little roll under at that very top. It may feel like you're really rolling under, but what you're doing is preventing your low back from arching. Down, right back up. Feel your whole foot push into the floor. Let's go 4 more here before we switch sides. 3, taking it up, 2 more, 1 last one, we switch, we go other side, same thing. Remember, our head needs to move with us, which means when our hips lower, our head has got to come up. When our hips go back, our head's got to go back with us. Down, back up. If we don't do that, what ends up happening, I'm going to show you with both feet on the ground, is our back gets this arched position versus staying supported. And that's going to end up either with some back pain or you're completely missing the glutes. Let's go down, back up. You got that little scoop at that top, that little roll under of your pelvis, abdominals engaged. Let's stay with it. For 4, 3, 2 more, last one, and we'll release. Come all the way off. We have what's called now a slinky bounce. I did not create it. David Gray did. I love it. Here's what it looks like. We're going to start at the first kind of level. So if you're more new to this, this might be your level you stay at the whole time. Start on one leg. You bounce, back and forth. So we go this side. Your other leg, I'm going to turn to the side, kind of comes back. And the reason is, next round, I'll show you, it's going to change it up. Back. We go back like that. One side, other side. It's almost like those skaters that we do, but instead of going side to side, you're staying in one spot. One, then the other. That's it. We got 4 more each way. 3, 2. Last one. Excellent. Coming up onto your elevated object. So here's where your heavy weight comes into play. If you are new, great, awesome. I don't want you to hold the weight at all. We go stand all the way up. So the weight, how I recommend you using a weight here, and I kind of am in the most like awkward spot so you could see it. I'll say that is that if my left leg is down, my hand, my weighted object is going to be in my right hand. So left leg down, weighted object into my right hand. I'm going to scoot over to this side. When I go, I'm going to lean back off of this like pole that I have. That's why you want something to hold on to. You lean back, you reach your leg back far, and then you come up. You want a vertical shin. That means straight up and down. We take it back. We bring it back up. Notice as we do this, keep going. We're not going to do a lot. What I want you to make sure we do not do is bounce off that back foot. Meaning give weight to it, bounce off of it. If you do not have something to hold on to, you can do the same thing here, reaching your leg back as far as you go, coming back up. Again, no weight goes into that foot. We're not bouncing off that foot. And back. Let's go one more. Reach it back, vertical shin, come back up. We switch, we go to the other side. So right foot down, left hand is holding on. Let's see if I'm going to hit my head up here. And that same thing. We take it back, back up. You may not get to the ground. That is okay. We go back, vertical shin, come right back up. Lower reps for these. Back, back up. And again, halfway, 4 more. That's it. In 3. 2 more. Reach, 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 reach back. No bouncing off. Last one. All the way up. Set our weighted object down. We come down onto the floor. Down onto the floor. Okay. I'm going to pull my mat back just a little bit here. We have a DNS exercise. There's quite a few of these. The one we're going to do today, legs bend. Feet go in line with the butt. Elbow underneath our shoulder. So when we lift, we're going to lift and press our hips forward. I'm going to do not the whole exercise, but I want you to do 2 reps of this with me so you get the motion, and then we will add. So we lift, hips, butt presses forward, lower down. Again, this isn't the full exercise, but do another one with me. Lift, press your hips forward, come back down. We add on to the same thing. Now lift your top leg. Lift and drive, lower and sit it back. Lift and drive, lower and sit it back. Let's go. Up, back down, lift, take it down. That's it. We go up, back down. 3 more. 3 more here. 2. When we finish this round, last one, my hope, switch, go to the other side, is that you already go, whew, that's a fair amount of glute engagement. We're going to rest a full minute. That's not long. It's not long at all. And then we go into set number 2. Let's go. Elbow down, feet in line with the butt. Stick your butt back. Lift and drive. Lower and sit it back. If the choreography is too much on this, if you're like, am I doing this right? Start lifting, driving your hips forward, coming back. When you get it, lift that top leg. Lift, drive, lower, sit it back. Lift and drive, lower and sit it back. Let's keep it going. 4 more, let's go. 4, take it back. 3, 2, final one. Lower it all the way back down. Awesome, awesome job. 1 minute off. We're going to come back to all of that. We go 3 times through today. 3 times through these exercises, and then you're done. Heck, what I'm going to say about this, if you do it 3 times and you're like, I'm feeling good, you can go 4. I'd say the max you can go is 5. you're going to probably be over the exercises in 5 rounds. You'll be like, come on, skip it. Give me something else. So you can do more if you want. Today we're going to do 3. I think 3 is a really great starting place, especially 3 is a really great place. Like, as in after this, you'll probably be like, I can definitely, wow, I felt my glutes work quite a bit. 20 more seconds or so, and then we come back down into that single leg hip thrust. Here's the thing with it. That top part, what you're going to feel like you're doing is this. Like this big rolling under. What I can promise you is that top, you're preventing this from happening. That's what likes to happen when you're at that top high, like full hip extension point, is the back's going to want to arch. So when we do that little roll under, all you're doing is preventing that arching of the back. Okay, let's get right into it again. Right into it. Upper back, up against, hands. They go behind the head or out to the side, whichever you prefer. Lift a leg. We go dip, drive. Get that little bit of that scoop at the top. You'll feel your glutes more, abs engaged. You're also going to prevent that low back compression that we can get at that top high hip extension place. Drive. 5 more. 4. 2. Lift. Last one. We switch. We go the other way. Other side. Again, dip. Head lifts. Drive. Head lifts with us. Head goes back. We almost want to think the top of our head to our tailbone. It's like a board. Moving together. Up. Lift. That's it. Down and up. We've got it. Push through. Full foot. Feel your full foot on the ground. 3 more. 3 more. 2. Remember, we're going to 15. If you've got double leg, both legs down, release. You're going to have high rep. That's okay. If you need to cut it at like 20, that works as well. We have our slinky bounce. We're going to add on. So if you liked this, great. Stay with it. If you say, I want more, awesome. Here it goes. So you're going to reach in the direction of your foot, switch, reach in the direction of your foot. The one thing I'm going to recommend, and I'm going to move mine, is to not do it on your mat. I don't care what type of shoes you have. Just don't do it on the mat. So we go slinky bounce, one side to the other, 15 each way. Reach, hop, reach towards the floor, towards your knee, towards your shin, back, back, hop, hop. That's it. One leg, other leg. Here's that cardio bit. I know it is so hard to have your cardio bit right after like a single leg hip thrust. And then I'm asking you to do something that's super glute dominant. 2 more. Last one. And we'll release. Okay, let's go. That was our second round. So each time we check something off, just know this. You're one step closer to being fully done. Stand up onto your elevated object, unless you're doing those ones on the ground. Left foot down. Right hand has your weighted object. There is research that shows this kind of opposite. Left foot down, weighted object in our right hand yields more glute results than like same side. Let's go. Take it back, vertical shin, back up. Full foot down. I sometimes lean back so much, it's like I lose the weight in the ball of the foot. You want to keep that, maintain it. Take it back. Try to not bounce off that back foot. And you can probably hear, my apologies, my heart rate. It's pretty high. It's up there. So here's the thing. If you watch anyone teach, they get really good at talking with a high heart rate. What I love is in moments like this, you can't hide it. You can't hide it. You know that I am working just as hard as you. Last one. Switch. We go other side. Okay. I find if you have something you're holding on to, like if your left foot, I want to move to the right of whatever it is. Now when my right foot's down, I want to move all the way to the left. For me, I find that's what helps with balance best. That way, whatever hand you're holding on to, it's close. It's like it's right in front of you. Let's go. Take it back. Bring it up. This one, ooh, definitely my harder side. Take it back. Bring it up. Let's go. And again. Three more. Final two. Last one. Release. Let's come off of it. We're going to lay down onto our side. I'm going to grab the mat. This floor is just a little hard to be on without it. Legs bent. When your legs are bent, your butt wants to be back. So if your feet, soles of your feet were up against the wall, so would your butt. That way when you lift, you have room to drive your hips forward. Let's keep elbow down. Are we ready? Let's go. Lift and drive. Lower and release. Lift and drive. Lower and release. We get a nice break when we finish this before our third final set through this. Take it back. That's it. Let's go again. We're over halfway. In fact, 4 more. Remember, press hips forward, lift your top leg. 2 more. Last one. And we switch. We go other side. Same thing. Elbow down. But in line with the bottoms of our feet. Ready? Let's go. Lift and drive. Lower. Sit it back. Sit your butt back almost like you are initiating a squat or kind of the bottom of that deadlift. And again. So something that you will probably really like is that when we finish this, we're going to have 2 minutes off. If you are someone who does not like to take breaks, that is myself. What I'm going to tell you is this. Not taking breaks actually puts yourself in a position where you don't yield the same results. So you want those breaks. If you're like, but I want to optimize my time, I get it. Taking breaks means you optimize your time. Last one, rest, relax, grab a sip of water. Because here's the thing, if you don't recover, and again, we're not even giving the amount of recovery that really is warranted here. It would be like a 2-minute break after every single exercise we do. So if you have time sometime and you go, I want to do this workout again, do it, an exercise, hit pause, 2 minutes. Exercise, hit pause, 2 minutes. You're going to see your ability to perform in each exercise goes up. The more I can give to an exercise, the better my results are going to be. Those breaks are huge. They're huge. Okay, rest and recover here. We have our final round coming through. Final round. So think of it this way. If you're in an exercise and you don't like it, or you're in an exercise and it's just hard, go, okay, I only have whatever our reps are left, and then I'm done. I'm done with this one for the day. I'm going to bring myself up here. You still have about 30 seconds left. 30 seconds. Prep yourself for this third final round. Third final round. We have 15 reps each of these single leg hip thrusts coming up. Okay? 15 reps each. We go to the slinky mounts, 15 reps each side. We go to those reverse step-ups. We have 8 each side. We finish with our DNS star. We have 12 each side. We ready? Let's get into it, and I'll remind you all of those reps as we go. Upper back, up against your elevated object. Hands, they go behind the head. 1 foot down. Lift the other leg up. Let's go. Dip. Drive. Get that little scoop at the top. Push through the full foot. Down. Scoop to lift. Lift. That's it. We've got it. Ooh. I don't know about you, but my glutes right here, I know I'm not lifting as high as I'd like to. They are at that point where they're like, okay, I'm done. Let's go. Last one. Switch. Other side. Dip. Drive and scoop. Dip. Drive and scoop. Full foot. Can we get to that upper limit, that full hip extension? Five more. 3, 2. Oh no. Last one. And we'll release. You're done with those. Done with those. We've got our slinky mounts. Are we ready for it? Reach in the direction of the floor. 15 each side. Let's go. Back and forth. Back and forth. Remember, if you have your mat underneath you, I highly recommend you taking it away. This is already kind of a balance exercise. And then if you put that mat underneath, oh my gosh, it just makes it so much harder, and not in a good way. Get as close as you can to the floor. Close as you can. Two more. Last one each way. Oh my goodness. Okay. Reverse step-ups. So I'll tell you something. Something I do every time I film a workout. I never watch these workouts ever again. Sometimes I'll film exercises. I'll watch those. I never, ever watch this workout. And this is why. Like that, my form is falling apart, which it should, which probably everyone else is as well. And what happens, like in a lot of industries, is that people then won't upload this and post this because we need to like look perfect. I do not want to look perfect. I want you to see my struggle just like you are struggling. I could be wrong, maybe you're not, but this is real. I want you to see what it really looks like when people work out, not this like curated, everything looking perfect. That's not real life. Ready? Let's step up here. Left foot down, right hand has your weighted object if you're using one. Let's go. Take it back. Vertical shin, full foot down. That's it. Halfway. Try to take out that bounce. I notice I'm doing it. Oh, one more, let's go. Switch, other side. Other side. Right foot down, left leg lifted. Left hand has that weighted object. Let's go. Bring it up. Hips go back, back, back. You're gonna get more and more glutes that way. 4 more. I'm telling you, kind of like I'm telling myself. 2 more, we've got it. Last one. Set your weighted object down. Bring it to the mat. We have 12 of these coming up each side. 12 each side. Feet, they line up with the butt. Elbow down. So the one thing I check as you move, where your elbow is in position when you lift. Sometimes we just start naturally our elbow out a little far, so make sure it's stacked under. Okay, stacked under, shoulder over your elbow. Are we ready? Let's lift and drive. Lower, butt comes back. We go up, lift, lower, down. This is our final exercise. Oh my goodness, here it is. Here it is. We've got it. Lift and drive. This is your first workout that you're doing with us. I don't know. I'm not going to say this as an absolute. In my mind right now, let's go last one. This might be one of, if not the hardest workout I've uploaded. So if you're doing it and you're like, oh my gosh, wow, we have other options. If you're doing it and you're like, I like this, same thing. We have some that are about similar on this level. And when I say that, what's really hard is, let's go elbow down. I almost want to take everything I just said away. Lift and drive, lower butt goes back. Because some of the core ones, a lot of the core ones are really, really intense. It's just a different intensity, right? It's not the heavy weights. It's, oh my gosh, this is really, really, really hard. Some of them are mentally harder, like, oh wow, I didn't know. Now I have to really think about what I'm doing. So scratch what I said. Kind of like, I don't know about y'all, but most things in life, right? You get to the end of the day and you're like, oh, maybe I could take back these words and these words and these words. Let's go. 2 more. Lift and drive. Lower. Sit your butt back. Last one. Lift and drive. Lower and sit it back. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go. Right ankle up onto our left knee. Get some good glute stretches here. The more my pelvis is rolled under, the less stretch. The more I sit up tall, more stretch. Kind of like a weight stack, you can control how much of a stretch feels good, is warranted on each side. We're going to hold for about 20 more seconds. Then we'll switch. We'll go to the other side. If you are someone who likes to kind of skip out on that stretching, I'll just say this, taking this time to stretch those glutes, you're going to be happy about it tomorrow. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Switch, other side. If you have one side a little bit stiffer than the other, totally normal. We'll hold it here. Breathe through it. This is your glute and cardio workout. Thank you so much for joining us. If you like this, please hit like. It tells us what you like and what you don't. If you really like to hit subscribe, please pass it on to friends. Share the love. We are so grateful for you being here, and have an amazing day. Thank you.